Welcome to Matt's Casual Cooking. Today we will be making mac and queso with bell peppers and onions. This is a very flavorful dish you will very much enjoy. I made this on accident. Actually, I had some extra queso and didn't know what to do with it. So I just made some macaroni noodles and kind of went to there. So I will be going over all the ingredients and I hope you enjoy this recipe. All right, let's get to it. All right, so now I'm going to go over all the ingredients you're going to need for the mac with queso. So the noodles, you are going to need a 1 pound or 16-ounce box of macaroni elbows. There are two different kinds. You can find ones, the normal ones that are smooth. Now, if you can find ones that have the little ridges on them, it would be kind of hard for me to show you up close, but you'll see the little indentations on them, and I highly suggest ones like those because what can happen is they can hold a little bit extra cheese, and then you get a little bit better. You can get a little bit extra cheese in any of your bites. You're also going to need 2 to 3 bell peppers diced into small bits. You're also going to need 1 small onion diced into small bits. Now I am using fresh onions and bell peppers. We are not using frozen. If you do use frozen, you will want to saute them or heat them up in a pan or in the microwave before you put them in the dish. You do not want them cold and going into the noodles and the cheese. Now for the queso, we are going to use 10 ounces of white cheddar, 8 ounces of pepper jack cheese shredded, and 8 ounces of cream cheese cubed. And we're also going to need a cup of milk, and we're going to need 1 to 2 teaspoons of ground cumin. So we're going to go ahead and start cooking. Now what I suggest on this is go ahead and start making your queso first. Make it first because even when it is done, you can let it sit there on simmer so it doesn't overheat. The noodles are going to take a little bit longer than the queso to make. Now for the queso, we're just going to want to turn it on to medium high. I would suggest medium is normally the best for this. And then the macaroni, you're just going to go ahead and cook at the package's directions. Now you could cook it al dente if you'd like, but I do like my noodles soft. That is just how I like them. Okay. Alright, so the reason here, you can see it's almost done. The reason you kind of want to cut one into chunks and cut the other into shredded portions, the cheese, so it melts together a little bit slower, and it kind of melts together and combines the flavoring a lot better. So that's kind of why you want to do it that way. If you don't have a grater and you can't shred it, then that's fine. Cubing is still fine. It'll still melt together nicely, but I think this is a much better way to get it all combined. So I'm actually going to turn this down to medium for right now. This is actually almost done. The water is almost boiling for the noodles, so we'll head over to that in a little bit. Alright, so the queso is done at this part. What we're going to do is we're just going to turn it down to low or simmer or whatever your lowest setting is, so we can just kind of let this stay heated. Or if you'd like, you can turn off the heat and just give this a good stir every once in a while you're cooking the noodles to kind of keep it fresh. Alright, so our water is boiling. We're going to go ahead and pour the noodles in. And then we're just going to cook this according to the package, and then when we're done, we're we're going to go ahead and combine everything. So, alright, we'll be right back. And today we are going to have a special guest. This is our cat Autumn. She's sleeping right now, but once the food is done, she is going to be our taste tester, and she's going to give me the paws up if she approves of it. So she can't wait. As you can see, she is sleeping, so she can be very hungry when she wakes up. All right, let me know when you're ready. So. All right, so now the noodles have been cooked, and they've been drained, and we are ready to combine. So what you want is a good bowl that is going to hold all of it. So just go ahead and dump in the noodles first. Set that aside. Go ahead then and add in your vegetables. And that's why you really want a big bowl. It's going to hold quite a bit. Now we're going to use the cake dip. We'll go for the queso. And you want to get yourself a spatula to kind of get out the most of it. So what you want to do is just kind of start pouring.
Oh.
You're fine. So just go ahead and start pouring. Just try to get out as much as you can. Set that down. And then what you want to do is just kind of take your spatula and kind of combine the queso and the macaroni together. Alright, well, I hope you liked making this meal today as much as, trust me, your taste buds and stomach will enjoy the deliciousness. So if you like this, please like and subscribe, and also leave a comment on Matt's Casual Cooking. Have a good day.